Yeah, so a lot of people know me as the print doctor, but what many people do not know is that I'm a musician. I joined the choir in 1995, 96. I've spent a lot of time doing music. I play five musical instruments: the drums, the keyboard, the bass, the guitar, and the conga. I'm also a recording artist. I launched my first album in 2017 and I've done a couple of singles after then. I was music director in a church for 13 good years, which included directing multiple choirs, not just a choir. So, yes, a lot of people know me as an entrepreneur, but I've spent a lot of time doing music, at least 28 years doing music. Yeah, my journey into music production is actually very funny. I would say I learned through somebody, a very good friend of mine before I left Nigeria, Samuel Adeji, a world-class pianist, who himself learned under Wale Oni, the global Wale Oni. And so I wasn't a student particularly, but I was an observer. So I would go to him. I remember many years ago when he was working on my project. I think that was 2010. We were doing that at Wale Oni studio in Surulere. 2009, that was my very first track, Stay on the Track. I would visit and I would watch him do what he was doing. And then at other times, especially before my own album, I would visit his studio and I would see him working. I would just sit and he never knew I was paying attention. He never knew I was paying attention to what he was doing. And I kept on watching him till I decided to start using the same software he was using, and then I would start asking him questions just by observing him. No formal training whatsoever in music production, it's just my interest.
Tell us about the news.
All right, the new song is Obawa. Obawa is an adaptation of a Yoruba folklore, right, which I recomposed and readapted in 2021. And it's a very beautiful song. For those who have seen the little clips, maybe I'll add a little at the end of this. Very, very lovely Yoruba folklore that has now been readapted into gospel music. You would really love it.
Entrepreneurship versus music. Choose one.
Wow, that's a very, very difficult question. Which one do I choose? Well, I don't think I have to choose. One for me is a passion, one is a calling. Entrepreneurship is a passion, music is a calling, and that's why I do gospel, and not because I was born in church, but because I was particularly given as a ministry by God in separate visions that I saw about my specific calling into the gospel music ministry. So for me, it's not this or that. It's about being able to do both, giving them the kind of attention that they require. So for me, entrepreneurship is a passion, but music is a divine calling.